Hi, I'm Jim with Guaidorigan Banga Media, and we're at OTAKON 2025. Today, we are lucky to be able to talk to Katsura Sunshine, a Rakugo performer who performs in English. Very nice to meet you, sir.
Cheers, nice to meet you.
Yeah. So, just so we can understand a little bit of background here on you. You are like one of a few English performers of Rakugo?
Yes, I'm, technically one of just a few foreigners. There are quite a few Japanese performers of Rakugo who actually perform in English as well. But I think I'm the only one on Broadway right now, so I guess
Well,
if you're going to single me out, maybe that's the one.
Cool. So, we actually, knowing very little about Rakugo, kind of did a little research. I understand that you were apprenticed to Rakugo master Katsura Bunshi VI.
That's right.
You debuted in Singapore in 2008.
Yes.
And then from there, your career kind of took off. Would you care to tell us a little bit about what that experience was like?
Yeah, it was crazy because at the time when I first saw Rakugo, I'd been living in Japan for about 5 years. And at the time, there were maybe 700 or 800 professional Rakugo storytellers. Not one was not Japanese. But there had been a non-Japanese performer 100 years ago. His name was Kairakute Black. And he originated from Australia and came as a young boy to Japan with his father. But for 100 years, there hadn't been any other, any subsequent Gaikokujin or a foreigner. So, as becoming a fan and really making it, being very vocal, I want to do this. I want to do the apprenticeship. I'd like to make this my life. My Rakugo storyteller friends started to say, well, there's no foreigners, but technically, if a master takes you, then they take you. So let's try to find someone for you. And they helped me and they helped me find my master, and the rest is history.
Cool. And what was the apprenticeship process like?
It's very strict, very traditional. It's 3 to 4 years, not one day off. I went to my master's house every day, did the cleaning, the laundry, menial chores, folding kimonos, and then helping out with the shows. And the master gets angry with you every day. I think that's a tradition as well. Very much like wax on, wax off. Like that Hollywood movie is more accurate than you might imagine. And the only thing that got me through it was the knowledge that one day, if I try hard enough and I last long enough, I will have apprentices.
You're chasing the prize.
Exactly, yeah.
So, for us Americans who may have some very limited understanding or no understanding of all of Rakugo, could you kind of tell us what the art form is about?
Sure. It's a 400-year tradition of comic storytelling in Japan. The stories have been passed down from master to apprentice through the ages up until the present day. And it consists of a lone performer in a kimono, kneeling on a cushion, and basically using a hand towel and fan as the only props, if they use props at all, and weaves a story that's been passed down through the ages. But before the actual story, telling the story, there's very little narration. There's very little once upon a time, someone did this and then someone else did that. It's all through conversation. So it's like, hello, anybody home? Oh, it's you, Kiroko. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I was talking to your mother. She's very upset. It seems like you do not want to work. I heard you already quit 10 jobs. Who's quit 10 jobs? I've only quit 9 jobs. Something like that, right? So you can glean from the conversation what's happening. But so there's very little of the narration part of it. That's kind of one of the, and then turning your head back and forth to delineate characters, that kind of thing. Now, before you get into that story, you'll have an introduction called a makura, or a pillow, which is just you put your head on the pillow before you go into the dream world, is the thinking there. And that's just a couple of jokes to get to know the audience and some cultural explanations. But it's actually very much like stand-up comedy. It's just your own material of one kind or another. And so that you do that, and then once you've decided, sometimes you're deciding on stage which story you're going to go into. You think, oh, maybe my audience will like this story. And so you bring your introduction banter somehow into a theme of the story and then sort of seamlessly go into the story. So Rakugo fans who know the stories can often guess which story you're going to do by where your sort of conversational banter is going.
So it's just the art of the segue to bring it all together.
The art of the segue, yeah, very, very, very succinctly put, exactly what it is, yeah.
Where can people see you perform?
I have 2 home theaters. One is in Tokyo. It's called Mokubate in a beautiful area of Tokyo, traditional area called Asakusa. And I'm there 1 week a month, afternoon shows and evening shows. And then I'm also at New World Stages, which is right in the center of New York, off Broadway. And I am performing 1 show a month in my 6th year off Broadway now.
Cool. Well, with that, I would like to say to the audience that's watching the interview, if you want to know a little bit more about Katsura-san, check his Google out, check his Wikipedia out. You get a lot of insight on what goes into the process of becoming a Rakugo performer. For you anime fans, there's a couple I would recommend. Joshi Raku, which is more of a lighthearted, comedic one that's behind the scenes, where you see the performers just kind of getting ready to go on and do their thing. And one that I think that would really give you some strong insight into you is called Showa Genreku Rakugo Shinju. This is like a really serious, I've only been checking it out for like maybe a season or 2, but it's a really good show. It really gives you some insight based on, Katsura-san's description, what it is. You want to learn more about Rakugo, look it up, check the man out, and check out the shows. Katsura-san, thank you so very much.
Thank you very much for having me.
And we hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you very much.
And like I said, again, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Amazing talking to you.